Right, we are live now. There's one person there. They just suddenly showed up. So I gotta get the laptop ready again. I actually thought I was gonna be really late, but I made it for some reason. Now, okay, I think we're almost ready here. So we got somebody out there. How you doing, whomever you are? There's Angel up in her corner there. Baby's down here playing with something, some kind of toy. Oh yeah, they're her favorite little stars there. Hey Deborah, how's it going today? How are you doing? Wow, this shows up on the phone before it shows up on the laptop. Isn't that crazy? Oh, there we go. That's why. Partly why. Not enough room on the laptop. So how you doing, Deborah? How's it going? You hear the bells ringing? Those bells go a minute and a half after the hour, which is crazy. Oh, I'm hanging in there, Deborah. I'm hanging in. Hanging to do that. No. Oh, my medical stuff is just so annoying all the time. It's not funny. But you know, we just keep moving forward, moving forward. Now I've got my old phone here, and I'm going to. I can only way I can use it is on Wi-Fi. So. There we go. That way. Hey, Mama Mia, how you doing? Hello, hello, hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. This way I can actually look stuff up online while I'm on my other phone on the live here. Yeah, so old news, old news. This phone, when I start it up, it just grabs the old news. Yeah, there we go. Hmm. That's it. Sorry. Sorry. Hey, Craig, how's it going, buddy? How are you doing today? Hello, Darlene. How are you all doing? Yeah, and the girls are here. We'll get to them in a minute. I'm trying to do something here. I'm looking some stuff up because what I did was someone, you asked the right question. What am I looking up? Someone said something about doing poetry and stuff, and I was trying to find a poem that I kind of liked and I read before, and it was like, it's kind of confusing because you got two poets with the same first name, Robert, different last names and stuff, and different set of poems and that. And one is, oh, it's the same. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, that's the same one. But no, there's another one. I wrote down a couple of poems anyway. What are they here? Yeah, okay. Robert Service. He did, and the other one was Robert Frost. That's the other one I was thinking of. Anyway, kind of confusing a bit. But what I did was I was looking for a certain poem that was. What I wanted was the shooting of Dan McGrew, and somehow I got the cremation of Sam McGee, both by the same author. And I, for some reason, I couldn't find it, and I thought, okay, the shooting must be another author in that, but no, it wasn't. So anyway, I ended up writing down the cremation of Sam McGee, and the one I actually wanted was the shooting of Dan McGrew, which is interesting. So So I just wanted to find the lyrics. That's all I wanted to do. Oh, I'm a little bit slow today. Sorry about that. Thank you, thank you. Nice shirt. Eh? It's actually my favorite shirt. It's faux suede, and I got it. It's actually a Walmart shirt by George, whomever that person is. But they have a whole line by George down there. I think it's Walmart. I can't remember. Got it years ago, but it just lasts and lasts and lasts, and it's really nice and comfortable, and just really nice material. And it's yeah, I get a lot of compliments on it too. It's interesting, very interesting. But oh, Terry, how you doing, Terry? Haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, hey, how's it going there, Terry? Yeah, hey, there we go. Okay, I guess I should put this down. I've got the two of the poems now. I got, and the funny thing is they're both about the same length, and they're not short poems. And I wasn't looking for that. But yeah, now that everyone's here, oh, yeah, you like your little squeakies, don't you? You like your little squeakies, don't you? Don't you? Come here, come here. Don't let the puppy get it. Don't let the puppy get it. Come here, come here. Yeah, she's mad because I picked her up. Nice little kisses and hugs. Yeah. They're gonna get trimmed up here soon in a couple of days or so, as soon as I can get around to it. And this is the little angel. She just loves attention all the time. Yeah, there, hugs and kisses for the girls. Yeah, and the toys. There we go. Oh, I am so worn out and tired, and my body aches, and ah, I don't know. It's like my health and everything catching up to me. But Hemingway, yeah, Ernest Hemingway, a poet, also. Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know if I know any of his stuff or not. I'd have to think about that or look them up and see, but I doubt it. Uh, but yeah, anyway, that's what I was kind of doing there for a bit. Yeah, I wish I felt a lot better too, Deborah, but you know, age, medical conditions, all that kind of stuff all catches up with you, sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah, this was actually the one I was looking for. It was the shooting of Dan McGrew. I had, we read that like, I'm talking 50 years ago, probably minimum 50 years ago. That's the one. And then, anyway, in my research, it came up with the cremation of Sam McGee. All these two familiar names and that sort of there. Yeah. How's the weather in the UK there, Terry? How's it going over there? How's we're getting some really nice spring weather here with sunshine and everything. And I have heartburn for some reason again. I don't know why. Don't know why. Maybe all the work and the stress. But yeah, I'm just I would have left this island, oh, well, at least a month ago or more if I could have. But in the recent days here, I would have left by now. I'm just waiting for a couple more things to fall into place. And yeah, just let you guys know that I will be heading off this island very soon and going on to a new adventure. Not sure if this is going to be my last live or, I mean, on the island or not, but we'll see. It's just a matter of days. Here, we're just ticking them off, yeah. But going to the mainland, Deborah. Going to the mainland. Oh, your weather's beautiful there in the UK there, Terry? Yeah. Beautiful weather? Nice, nice, nice. You gotta like it when the weather and everything comes together, eh? Yeah, we're going to the mainland of BC, and we're gonna just head out and start going and uh, go one place first, and then after that we're gonna see what we're gonna do. And just it's gonna be all kind of pretty much one day at a time and one moment at a time, one place at a time, whatever. I don't know. I don't have any. I have a basic plan of just hitting the road and going and pointing my vehicle that way and going, and that's kind of it. And the reason for that is that I've just kind of come to the end of pretty much a 25-year period, or just shy of 25 years of pulling a lot of shit together and stuff like that, and dealing with stuff. And one was paying off a major debt and everything lately, but you know, it's all minor and irrelevant here. But yeah, just pulling a lot of different things together, and now that I'm there, it's time. It's time to go. So I've been kind of waiting for it for a long time. I've wanted to, like, way back when I was over in Dashwood there, and, working for that little place there. Hey Mary, how's it going? How are you doing? Yeah. Yep. I love my dogs too. Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. Yeah, I was saying just a bit earlier, I'm gonna go get them trimmed before I take off too. I want to get that out of the way because I don't know where I'm gonna find a new trimmer to do my dogs when I'm out there and on the road and stuff. So that's gonna be an interesting challenge because I really like the one I got, and not only very good at everything, but um, very, very reasonable price too. So that's hard to give up. Yes. Well, yes. I'm hanging in there. That's the thing. I'm hanging in there pretty much. I mean, like the rest of us, age and everything catches up with us. Yeah, baby's getting a little bit grumpy in her old age, Darlene, but she always had a bit of an attitude. Even as a little girl, little tiny girl, she had this. It was a cute attitude, though. Yeah, right, baby, right, baby. Yeah, yeah. It's hard to believe that she was like only like kind of this big when I got her, pretty much. Yeah, she was only about that big, kind of thing. Pretty tiny when I got her. Really fluffy though. That was most of it was fluffy. You shave her down, and she looks smaller than a rabbit. Oh, that's cool, Mary. You got a Shih Tzu, black and white Shih Tzu, similar to mine, named Murphy. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, they're awesome dogs. I just love them. I uh, I was never a small dog person. I always liked big dogs and stuff like that. I always had big dogs, but then and I didn't think much of small dogs for some reason. Um, I guess in a way I didn't think of them as dogs because they weren't big. But anyway, she came along when I needed her, and I just fell in love with her. I fell in love with her before I even knew I was capable of owning her myself. But yeah, I just fell in love with her. Thought she was just the most adorable, and her little sister as well. Her 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 sister was named Zoe, I think. Zoe, yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. They looked very, very similar. Anyway, I fell in love with the two little dogs, but especially baby. She was way more adorable than the sister and that. But thought she was cute as hell. Wished I could have her. And then the next thing I know, the owner had to give her up, baby up, because she got too many hours and stuff, and she was selling her to someone else. And I just basically, in a nutshell, she was promised to someone else on a certain day if she came up with the money, and I just outbid her and just said, I need the dog more than this other person, and that's how I got her, and it was just the best day of my life. Yeah, she's cute as hell. She's still cute as hell. Yeah, you nailed that right on the head, Mary. Definitely, yeah. The way they loved me, and but they're the little dogs. There's something very very special about them over the big dogs that I've discovered. There's just something, and like you were saying, you know they look you right in the eyes and everything, and they're just I don't know. There's something really cool about them. Really really cool. And I'll never go back to a big dog. Well, especially at my age and all that kind of stuff. I don't can't physically handle a big Rottweiler or something anymore. So, but yeah, I love these little ones. I'm glad I finally found her and then realized how wonderful the little ones are. And Angel's just adorable as hell too. Angel looks exactly like her dad, a Maltese, purebred Maltese, and her baby's purebred Shih Tzu. Ah, but yeah. So, I'm really worn out, and I don't know why exactly. Well, I got a small idea. It's not just the age and the health, but I don't know what it is. But just the last, I'm feeling like a lot more run down lately for some reason. I'm just wondering if it's just stress or just someone was saying it's the seasons. I don't know about that. Really not sure about the seasons because to me, I should be getting happier and better because we're getting into the better part of the seasons now. So, the little white one, she's not Shih Tzu. Well, she's half Shih Tzu, half Maltese, but she got all of her dad's side. The little one, Angel. Angel's the little one. She got all of her looks and everything from her dad. Her dad, the Maltese, was pure white, and that's where she got all that from. Doesn't She barely has any traits of her mom and baby at all. So and none of the color either too. So yeah, that was interesting because the other puppies actually looked a lot more like the other three puppies looked a lot more like baby. They were all black and white and had a lot of baby's features kind of thing. So yeah, it was just kind of a interesting fluke that Angel came out all white and looked just like a Maltese. But it's kind of cool. They're adorable as hell anyway. Hello, Cheryl. How you doing? I'm glad you got some coffee. I was having coffee and I was feeling ill, sort of a bit nauseous. So I tried tea, and it's different. I sort of want a coffee now, but I don't want to feel worse or anything like that. I got juice, but yeah, I'm just feeling like I don't know, just so run down and worn out, and I don't know if it's stress or whatever. Yeah, we're all getting old and wearing out. My back again. But anyway, we're still here, and yeah. What's the date today? Today's the 7th, isn't it? The 7th, man. It's too far away. It's I don't know how many more days I got left here, but yeah, it's probably 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Wish it was less. Yeah, I might need iron, but uh, I don't know what it is, what my iron level is right now. I'm thinking it's pretty stable or whatever, but there was a time way back in 2007 that and that's when they found out. It was before I did the chemo, and they found out my liver was messed up, right, where they're checking, and they apparently had an overload of iron, and they were wondering if I had hematomacrosis, which is actually a genetic thing you get passed down from your mother from Irish background, apparently. That's how I understand it. Turns out it wasn't the hematomacrosis. It was they needed to rebuild my liver. Oh yeah, tomorrow's the eclipse coming up, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think in our neck of the woods, we're like way over in the west. I don't think we see really well. I don't know, and it depends on the time. I'd have to look into that, but I've seen a couple in my life, but that'd be cool if we get if we get a good view of it all. We'll see what happens. Right now, it's when when it's not cloudy, it gets sunny out here, but it keeps going in and out. Like right now, it's clouded over somewhat, but it's all good. It was raining a bit last night. Weather's been pretty decent here. Sunny with some partial clouds and stuff like that. That sort of thing. So, huh. Oh, you drop your toy again. You do that, don't you? Now you're playing with that one. She mixes it up all the time. Yeah, sometimes some of us have low iron, and yeah, you got to take iron supplements and stuff like that. Yeah, it happens. Yes, Deborah, at the library. At the library again. As soon as I turned it on, those bells chimed up, but most of you missed that. So we'll wait about 40 minutes. Baby, why do you keep throwing it on the floor? Why? All the time, all the time. Throw it on the floor. Wants me to work at it. Well, Mary, my next big adventure is basically what I was mentioning. I'm going to get off the island and hit the mainland and go traveling and touring around and stuff. I got some people to visit over on the mainland, and then just gonna play, sort of wing it and play it by ear, which direction or whatever we go. Not really, Cheryl. Not a big surprise anymore, but I mean, it was a pleasant surprise in that sense, but it's not a big surprise anymore because they spend a lot of time over here. He's got two shops now over here. I know where the little one is, but I haven't seen the big one. I haven't gone by it. I know the area. His big shop is right in the general area where I get all my stickers and business cards and my banners and all that made up. It's right around the corner. Because he showed the helicopters and the little go-kart place that's out there. But anyway, it's in that general area. But so it's not that surprising, is what I'm saying. But to me anymore, because I've met him, I met him once, and then I've run into him a few more times, kind of thing, and said hi, whatever, at campsites. But yeah, he was. It was weird though, in a way. I just kind of booked in. I went to go uptown and saw him coming in, and then I remembered I forgot something for the dogs, and I had to go back to my house and pick it up and that, and just kind of ran into him down through there and said hi and stuff like that. Had a chit chat, like really brief chit chat, but because I was in a hurry because I had to get some stuff done in that and get to town. So yeah, Deborah, he pretty much lives over here now. It seems. Yeah, that's what it seems like anyway. I don't know what he's doing. I guess he's given up with being on the road and that, and just wants to run the shops and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, he's got a lot of work ahead of him to build up the shop and get it all ready to go and all that, and sell whatever he's selling and that. I'm not even sure what exactly it is he's doing. I haven't really checked closely enough, but yes, he's going to be busy doing that for quite a while before he ever gets back on the road at all, if he does. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, he's doing well though, apparently, which is cool. That's good. Apparently, they're both doing good. But as I've mentioned, well, probably not numerous times before, I don't get a chance to watch too many people at all anymore. It's almost sad. I mean, even like Steve Wallace and Foresty Forrest and all the people I really like, I don't even get a chance to sit down and watch a video. It's just, but I think as time moves on here, now that I've accomplished what I've needed to accomplish over these last near 25 years and come to the point I have, I might actually be able to get more time to chill out and relax. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see as the journey begins and my travels begin and the adventures happen, kind of thing. So, but yeah, oh man, alive. Oh, I better give the girls some more water. That was one thing I kind of forgot this morning. I kind of go through the list of things to get done and make sure they got fresh, clean water, and it's really important. That's pretty much the number one thing for all your pets is always have good, clean water on hand at any given time. That's my number one rule. Oh wow, darling, that's interesting. Chrome has hurt his back and he's asking for help with his garage. I thought he had a mechanic guy helping him do stuff or whatever. That's what I heard or whatever, but I don't know. Yeah, he's probably going to need a lot of help for sure. Yeah, he's going to have to pay people to do it. I'm not sure about getting down to the States, Mary. I would love to. I'd love to go all through the States, but I don't know. I just don't know. There's just so many places I want to go and things I want to do, and I mean, I'll never get them all done. I'll never get them. I got a big bucket list. I mean, it could happen. I don't know. Stranger things have happened where you make plans to do something and they switch up suddenly for some other reasons enough, and sometimes it just happens. But yeah, I would love to go all through the States and hit pretty much every one of them, kind of thing. That'd be cool. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen in my lifetime. I'm too old to be able to do it all, do everything. Yeah, cute, all the toys and everything all lined up here. Eh? Yeah, I make sure they're all well taken care of. Constant pure water all the time and toys. After that, it's just when they're hungry, feed them and walk them and stuff. Oh, that's cool. That's an interesting coincidence, eh? Those kind of coincidences happen to me quite a bit in my life too, Cheryl. Like you say, we were talking about the Shawshank Redemption, and it came on. I did that the other day with my friend. We go up there and we talk about music and movies, pretty much old movies especially, and stuff. Yeah, I mentioned a song, really good song we both loved and whatever. Hadn't heard it in, had to have been close to 20 years. And I was driving, after I left, I was driving down the highway. Next thing I know, that song comes on. It's like, oh wow, what a coincidence. It's crazy, yeah. But that is a damn good movie. That one's worth watching over and over and over again. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I will definitely, if I get a chance and get any real time, I will definitely watch it again when I can. Don't you want to play up here, baby? Huh? What are you doing there, little girl? Look at this little face. Look at this little face. That's what I see all the time. She's always looking at me. She's lying there. She looks like she's fast asleep. And you look in her face, her eyes are open. Yeah. Yeah. What are you looking at there, Angel? Angel. Angel. Uh, there you go. She came up without her toy. Oh well. Oh well. Oof. Yeah, but needless to say, I'm just really tired and worn out, and I didn't sleep well last night. And on top of everything else, on top of everything else, and that's been a problem lately. And sometimes it's just like the roller coaster ride. It's sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. I never know. Here goes the bells again. This is half past. Yeah. Yeah, that's all they do at the half hour, just that. And then on the hour, they do that and then ring out the numbers. Next one will be coming up will be 1. Well, you gotta watch Shawshank Redemption, Deborah. Gotta watch that one. Very good movie. Fantastic movie. One of my top well, I don't know, top 10 or whatever. It definitely ranks up there really high, for sure. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I'd forgotten about that too. That's a good one, Mary. Yeah, it's you got to get busy living or you got to get busy dying. That's a good line in there. Very good line. Awesome. It's very, I don't know. It's definitely true. 100% true. You got one or the other, right? That is so cool. Yeah, you got to check it out. It's quite the movie. Quite the movie. And as far as I understand, it's somewhat. Oh, here we go with the toys on the floor. Somewhat loosely based on real events or something like that. I can't remember, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's a really cool movie, especially the ending was just so awesome. Well, it was awesome every step of the way, but yeah, you know exactly, Cheryl, all about the juggling your life and health and all that stuff. Now she's playing chicken with a chicken. What you doing up there, Angel? What are you doing? Huh? If it wasn't for those two waking up and having those two around, I think I'd be the most miserable, grumpy old man ever. I mean, I'm kind of miserable and grumpy anyway sometimes with my health, the stuff you don't see on camera. But yeah, they just make a huge difference in my life. Completely huge. Completely huge. Even when they can be annoying by throwing their stuff on the floor. Yeah. But yeah, I wake up and I see those faces looking at me and they go, Dad, I want a hug. I want a big hug, Dad. Yeah. She seems to love that spot. I mean, they both do, but in some ways she thinks that's her spot. She has her little ways that she thinks this is hers and that. And she's trying to kind of break in between baby's stuff and her stuff. And baby's been around longer than her. Well, Deborah, it certainly does help getting up in the morning. It certainly does help. I mean, but even with the girls, it's mornings are my worst, and it's really hard to get up in the morning anyway, with or without me. It's very difficult, but they just make my good days and my bad days just feel great. Yeah, but definitely for the bad days, they definitely make a big difference there. Yep. So we're gonna go a small day today. So, seems like we've been here a while, right? Right, baby? She's got 2 of those chickens. Now she wants this one. Now she wants this one. She says, I was playing with that. Typical child, eh? I was playing with that. Pick up something else and she'll say, I was playing with that. Oh, yeah. It actually looks like it's clouding over and might rain, which I don't mind. I don't really care anymore. Like I say, I've come to a really pretty good completion of my life, and you'll see some of that coming up soon here in the videos and that, and getting organized and stuff like that. And, I just realized how stressed I've been for like 25 years and under a pressure and all this kind of stuff, and it's because of getting my life together finally. It's a lot of it's just lifted and gone, and that could be why I'm feeling it a lot more lately, is because I was powering through it and now I don't have to anymore. There we go. You can see that, eh, Darlene? You can see that, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not trying to hide it much today either, so yeah. But yeah, I didn't, same as always, in between times, I've been trying to juggle everything and get videos out and do that. And the tricky part is it's taking me more time and everything, because I have to find a spot like the library or whatever to use the Wi-Fi to do all this work in that. Whereas at Bigfoot Burger, it was right there all the time, and I just bang, 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 and I did it like right there. But now I have to move around to find stuff, and if I can't find it at the library, I have to find it somewhere else. And when I hit the road, that's going to be a big challenge too. So it takes a little more time for me to do that now, because of where I gotta be to get things done with the Wi-Fi. So yeah, maybe a nap. Yeah, for us old folks, a nap is like a daily thing kind of deal. Actually, I haven't really taken a nap. Oh, sorry. Did I bump you in the face? Did I bump you in the face? I didn't mean to. And yeah, I've been trying to avoid that, because just keep going and have my routine and everything like that. Because before, naps would kind of screw up my routine and that and stuff. So yeah, I try to avoid that sometimes. I mean, when I really need one, or have the time, I will take advantage of it. Don't get me wrong. When I get my moments, I take advantage of them. So it's just I have to maintain a routine to get everything done I need to get done. Take, especially, like just taking care of the girls. If I was up too late and I didn't get up in the morning, I mean, I got to get those girls out. They got to do their business, otherwise they're going to do it in the house here, right? They have no choice. When they got to go, they got to go. So if I stayed in bed, an hour or two too long, then that wouldn't work. So that's one of the things. And it's a good thing to feed them on a regular basis as well, so they have a schedule of their own. That's funny. Thanks, Darlene. Yeah, but actually, to tell you the truth, I do really like liver. I like my liver, though. I like it done a certain way to my specifications, like my mother made it, kind of thing. Not everyone makes liver that I would really enjoy, but anyway, I do a lot of fried onions or shallots or something like that with them, and possibly maybe potato or something like that, or some veg. But yeah, lots of and gravy as well. Yeah, I like the gravy and lots of fried onions, just lots of them in the liver. And I don't have it very often, but when I have it, I really thoroughly enjoy it. It's really good. And um, I guess in the beginning, my mom was kind of surprised, because I actually did like it, and most kids don't like it. As far as I know, I don't know, but Yeah, liver's great. I should have more because maybe my iron is low. I haven't really checked that with my doctor in a couple of years. If anything, we've been checking on other things, kind of deal. Uh, Hats getting itchy. Oh, yeah. Sometimes you got to take your hat off, your socks off, stuff like that. But yeah. Plus, it was nice and warm in here this morning. I had a fire on. It was really good, really nice. Yeah, liver and onions is awesome, awesome. Now you're making me hungry. But that's actually, I think that's the number one reason I'm having trouble with the sleeping and the energy and all that lately is because I'm having more difficulties with my digestion and that. It's not going what I would call normal lately. It's being really my innards are being very very grumpy and like not playing fair. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, who knows what that was? Angel, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, there's a good girl. There's a good girl. Yeah, what are you barking at? Why you bark? It's not your planet. Not your planet. You play with that. Little angel kisses. Yeah. Oh my. They think they own the planet. Yeah. Oh boy. Anyway, we're moving up here. Oh, there you go. Oh. No, you still want that one, eh? Still want that one. Okay. There you go. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. So I hung my head down and cried. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Yeah, I love that song too, Cheryl. It's one of my favorites of like way back. You're welcome, Mamma Mia, and everybody. That's cool though, Cheryl. Yeah, but there's always good people out there. There's bad apples in pretty much every bunch out there, but there's good people. Yeah, and it's nice that they came to your rescue there and helped you out and that. But they will do that, you know. Not many people want to see someone just fall down and collapse and not help them, kind of thing. Yeah, but that's cool. Glad they were there for you. It's kind of not fun when that happens to you, kind of deal. I guess in public, especially. I guess, but I suppose better there than on your own when when you got no one. Here we go again. Here we go again. Sorry, I wonder, is that very loud out there for you guys? It's ear piercing for me, and I can only hear out of one ear. So, yeah. Why do you guys do that, eh? Isn't it more fun just to play with toys? Funny thing is, Angel's not. Baby plays with toys just about all the time when she's not sleeping or walking or whatever. And Angel's not a big toy player. Like I'll throw the ball for baby and she'll do it. And Angel just wants me to pet her or something. But every once in a while, like when I'm just kind of lying there, like I'm doing something and I'm focused and not, she's finally given up on me or something, and she's bored or something, she'll start playing with some toys. It's interesting. She's always been a little strange, so a little bit, but aren't we all? Oh boy. So anyway, someone had mentioned doing poetry and that, and oh, thank you so much, Terry. Thank you so very, very, very much. Thank you. That is an awesome, awesome blessing. Thank you. I can't thank you enough for that, for my little girls and all. Yeah, that's where it all goes to, unless otherwise specified. Everything starts with the girls, and then after that, it trickles down to me, kind of. But thank you, Terry. Thank you so much. That's fantastic. Can't thank you enough. Oh, probably, let's see. Most of my life I've had long hair, Cheryl. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Probably out of, let's say, 68 years, probably maybe 58 years I've had long hair. Yeah, pretty much all, most of my life. Let's say 60. Yeah, somewhere around there. Maybe 55, 50, something like that. Many years of my life, though. More long hair than not. Yeah, maybe it's closer to 15 years, but I had any short hair like at all, but somewhere around that general area. Yeah. I'm still a hippie at heart. In a sense, I guess you'd say that. It's kind of, in a sense, I was a hippie back then, but it's it was really kind of a moot point even back then, like what a hippie was, right, and what they represented. Like many groups, it's like what do they really represent? But yeah, like a lot of people just thought hippies were people that wanted long hair and wear funky clothes or something like that. But to me, it was much different, bigger than that or whatever. But yeah, but yeah, in a sense, I'm always been a hippie. Will always be a hippie to some degree. Yeah. So yeah, this one, like I said with earlier with the poets, I was getting confused on which one because they're the two I like were both Robert, and they had a lot of similar titles and everything. I don't know if I can do that one though. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, basically, Darlene, it was pretty much for hippies. It was pretty much number one thing was all about peace, peace and love. Love your neighbor kind of thing and all that kind of stuff. Peace and love and get along with each other, and that was the number one focus for hippies. I'm pretty sure that's basically what I sort of represented, I guess you'd call it. Uh, but yeah, yeah, that's. I'm not sure about the live show, Cheryl. I'm not 100% sure, but that's really going to depend on where I am at any given time and whether there's any Wi-Fi nearby. Like, let's say I don't know, I go to Kelowna or something like that, and I'm in around Kelowna, and they've got a Wi-Fi at a library or some place. it's available, I'll do one. But I don't know if I'm out in the back country or something by fishing in lakes and stuff like that. I probably won't be able to do a live without. I might be able to do it on my data. I'm not sure, but also that depends on whether I even got a phone signal. Because I might go out to some really way out, out of the wilderness areas where you don't even get phone signal. It's happened before. I do that occasionally up here on the when I go mushroom picking on the island here. You go far enough out and you lose phone service and everything. But yeah, like Deborah says, there's always a library if you're at a town of some sort. Yeah, for sure. But I'm hoping to do a lot of outdoor stuff. As you know me, I like to go fishing and canoeing and mushroom picking and foraging and hiking. A lot of hiking. I just love the wilderness and stuff like that. And camping and all that kind of stuff. So not always going to necessarily be, um, near a town or something with that available. But we'll see. Hoping to. We'll see what happens. But I'll still make something entertaining enough. I'm sure. I really hope so. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I mean, it. I guess in a nutshell, I'll probably fit them in when and where I can, sort of thing. So they might be just random kind of deal. There you go. She's throwing it on the floor now. Okay, that might be another time. Anyway. Well, thanks, Darlene. Very calming. I seem to get that a lot. Calming to listen to and talk to. That's pretty cool. Oh, Cheryl, if I need help, I'm hoping if I'm going to be doing that, I'm hoping not to be alone, kind of thing. On my own, doing that sort of thing. Yeah, generally, you take someone along, or you go adventure with someone, or something like that kind of deal. So you always have. There won't be a lot of places I won't get cell service on the phone, but it's mainly the Wi-Fi that I'm working about. But anyway, I'm not sure I'm gonna do much singing today. It's I don't know. I haven't written down much more songs than that. And, maybe when I'm on the road, I'll get a chance to actually more time to lay around and write down songs for you guys for live shows or something. Who knows? But anyway, I did get a chance to write at least two poems down because someone mentioned poetry in that. Thought it would be cool. But I got a little confused and I wrote down a different one that I was wanting, but it's still by the same guy, and they're all cool. Every one of his are good poems. But anyway, so here we go. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have their secret tales that would make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was that night on the marge of Lake Lebarge. I cremated Sam McGee. Now Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows. Why he left his home in the south to roam around the pole, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell. On Christmas Day we were mushing our way over the Dawson Trail. Talk of your cold, through the parka's fold it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes were closed, then the lashes froze. till sometimes we couldn't see. It wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. And that very night, as we lay packed tight in our robes beneath the snow, the dogs were fed and the stars overhead were dancing heel and toe. He turned to me and Cap, says he, I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request. Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no. Then he says with a sort of moan, it's this cursed cold and it's got right hold, till I'm chilled clean through to the bone. Yet ain't being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains. So I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains. A pal's last need is a thing to heed, so I swore I would not fail. And we started on at the streak of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. He crouched on the sleigh and he raved all day of his home in Tennessee. And before nightfall, a corpse wall all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of the promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, you may tax your brawn and brains, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate those last remains. Now a promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. In the days to come, though my lips were dumb, in my heart how I cursed that load. In the long, long night by the lone firelight, while the huskies, round in a ring, howled out their woes to the homeless snows, oh God, how I loathed that thing. And every day that quiet clay seemed to heavy and heavier grow, and on I went, though the dogs were spent and the grub was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore I would not give in, and I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and it hearkened with a grin. Till I came to the marge of Lake Labarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in ice, but I saw in a trice it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. Then here, said I with a sudden cry, is my crematorium. Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire. Some coal I found that was lying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The flames just soared, and the furnace roared, such a blaze you seldom see. And I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I made a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so, and the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the wind began to blow. It was icy cold, but the hot sweat rolled down my cheeks, and I don't know why. And the greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking down the sky. I do not know. Long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and they danced about ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, I'll just take a peek inside. I guess he cooked, and it's time I looked. Then the door I opened wide. And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm, in the heart of the furnace roar. And he wore a smile you could see a mile, and he said, please close the door. It's fine in here, but I greatly fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree down in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm. Hope you didn't mind that one. Bit long, eh? Oh yeah, that's right. You still haven't sent any poems of your husband's either. Yeah. Yeah, it was a bit long. It's I was looking for something shorter than that, and I wanted the That was the cremation of Sam McGee. What I actually really wanted was one that I actually had to recite about 50 years ago. And that was, I don't want this. There we go. That was the cremation of Sam McGee, and the other one was the shooting of Dan McGrew. And so you can see how I got it a little mixed up. But that's the other one here. It's pretty much just as long, so. But this one I kind of vaguely remember the words. A bunch of the boys were whooping it up in the Malamute saloon. The kid that handles the music box was hitting a jagtime tune. Back of the bar in a solo game sat Dangerous Dan McGrew, and watching his luck was his light of love, the lady that's known as Lou. Yeah, that's the one I remember actually. But anyway, another time. Another time. There's lots more poems to go. Maya Angelou, I think you mentioned that previously, didn't you? Last live, I think. Maya Angelou. You probably did. Whoops. Now, I made a note of it so I'll remember to actually look her up. But yeah, there's lots of stuff out there. Lots of stuff. Yeah, I can do that instead of sing. Oh yeah, I'm just a bit kind of worn out and just a bag lately. Not a bag lady, not a bag lady, but a bag lately. Yeah, yeah. You keep throwing your toys down there. Why? You think I'm gonna go get it for you? No, I'm not gonna get it. You go get it. You go get it. But yeah, I wish I had more time. That was interesting about that one. That was so long. I don't know how many stanzas or whatever they call them, but I was writing it down last night. And I was just getting it. You know, when you're writing and you start to the letters start veering and stuff, and you're gonna misspell them and stuff like that. I just had to stop, and I thought, oh, I'll do it later. And then I had dinner and everything, and then we all fell asleep and stuff. And so I thought, oh, I'll finish it in the morning. It shouldn't take too long, and I just barely finished it before I went live. So yeah, it was long and hard to write it down. Yeah. Oh, so I don't have any more right at the moment. Well, I do have the one. That's I should. I haven't tried this one. It's a little trickier, but this was by Robert Frost, and it's called "The Road Not Taken." And what I read about it was that it's uh, the interpretation is not like nobody's got a really good, clear interpretation of what it's saying, sort of thing. It's interesting. I'd have to go back and read the thing I saw on Wikipedia or whatever it was. But I'll see if I can do it. The Road Not Taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. Interesting one. Yeah, it's. I'm not sure exactly what he's saying there too. Totally, it's quite interesting. Quite interesting. But that's what I understood from Wikipedia or whatever it was I was reading it on. Said the interpretation is kind of up for grabs for many, I guess, poetry scholars or whatever. It comes a time, the walrus said, to speak of many things, of ships and shoes and sealing wax, of cabbages and kings, and why the sea is boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. The walrus and the carpenter. Ah, there we go. There we are. Hey, that's why I brought this out. Well, poetry is, yeah, a lot of poetry is really tough to understand. Um, yeah, and I guess sometimes in a way it's meant to be that way, sort of deal. It's hard to say. It's what are we looking for here? Okay, well, comes right up. Oh, okay, now I know exactly who you're talking about. Maya Angelou. Yeah, yeah, I've seen her before. Where are we? There we go. Interesting. I had never looked into. I know I've seen her before and seen her name and stuff, probably on the news or somewhere, in I guess the tabloids or whatever you want to call them. But I've never seen her stuff. Uh huh. Still I rise. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide. Welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Interesting. Have you heard that one before, Cheryl, or read it or whatever? You're welcome, Darlene, and everybody. sometimes you got to read them because you got to get like the rhythm and all that kind of stuff, and it depends on how it's written down. So, hmm. I know why the caged birds sing. The free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends, and dips his wings in the orange sun rays, and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with fearful trill of the things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams, his shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. Interesting. Got some pretty good stuff she does, yeah. Pretty good. Hey, Billy, how's it going? How you? Oh, John, how's it going? I was reading. I wasn't looking. How you doing, John? How you doing, Billy? How's everyone doing today? Yeah, we're doing some poetry reading today. Not much singing today. Yeah, that caged bird poem was pretty cool, wasn't it, Cheryl? Yeah, but she's she's pretty good at putting words together. She's got a couple of longer ones too, like the other one. Mm, mm. Yeah, like I think it was you, Darlene. You were saying something about hard to understand them or something. Like this one, it's called "When You Come." When you come to me unbidden, beckoning me to long ago rooms where memories lie, offering me, as to a child, an attic, gatherings of days too few, baubles of stolen kisses, trinkets of borrowed loves, trunks of secret words, I cry. Yeah, some of them, whoops, some of them are kind of tricky to understand exactly what they're saying. Kind of just get a sort of a hint of what it was. Hmm. So I'm just reading them again. It's pretty cool. Oh, sorry to hear that, Billy. You've been under a lot of stress lately. Yeah, and that's all you can do, isn't it? Just take baby steps. Baby steps. That's it. Yeah. And sometimes you just have to push yourself just to get to do the first baby step. That's tough sometimes. Yeah. I had one and I lost it. Oh well. Oh, that's it there. Oh. This one's called Alone. Lying, thinking last night how to find my soul a home where water is not thirsty and bread loaf is not stone. I came up with one thing and I don't believe I'm wrong, that nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone, nobody, but nobody can make it out here alone. There are some millionaires with money they can't use. Their wives run around like banshees. Their children sing the blues. They've got expensive doctors to cure their hearts of stone. But nobody, no nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone, nobody, but nobody can make it out here alone. Now, if you listen closely, I'll tell you what I know. Storm clouds are gathering, the wind is gonna blow. The race of man is suffering, and I can hear the moan. 'Cause nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Alone, all alone. Nobody, but nobody, can make it out here alone. Interesting. Interesting. It is kind of true, isn't it? Anyway, hopefully that's enough for the poetry stuff for today, maybe. Maybe. It's always nice to. I got the laptop where I can read the comments, and I got this. I can search on the internet while I'm talking to you on here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I actually have a tablet too. I just keep forgetting about it. I just remembered I can do the tablet as well on the Wi-Fi to do searches and stuff. That's pretty neat. Ah. But yeah, I'm went back to the campsite again. And you've been seeing a lot of the beach, camping out at the beach. We went to the campsite and there was nothing there, and then I went back again and we had a camp out there, had a fire, ate some food, and I ran into Chrome and Emmy, and it was fun. Well, thank you, Cheryl. Thank you so much. Yeah, possibly better for poetry than singing. That's my thoughts anyway. That is my thoughts. Yeah. Yep. Oh, look. I have some juice. I actually wish I knew more off the top of my head, but I don't. At least not today. Mary had a little lamb. She fed it castor oil, and every time it jumped the fence, it fertilized the soil. I got a lot of those ones. Oh, boy. My voice is so calming. You're ready for a nap? Is that what you're saying? Oh my gosh, my gosh. That was just a person that wasn't a doggy. Otherwise, they would have been really barking. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. I can't think of many of the other ones I've known for years off the top of my head. They just, it must be old age or something. They just won't come to me right away. It's the short term memory loss. Later, I'll remember them all. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I've been hanging in there, Billy. I've been hanging in there. You know, that's all I can do, all we can do. It's been up and down, lately down, but I just keep getting up and moving on. I got my little girls to help me out with that sort of thing. They lift my spirits. It's always great to have them to wake up to. Why don't you go get your toy? Why don't you get your toy? Huh? Oh, my body. One of my problems is having so many aches and pains lately. Wow. That slows you down a bit, and you know, it's harder to get up and down. Like, well, to get up when you're feeling like that. I think it's going to rain. Clouded over more and more, and yeah, it is. It's actually very light rain. I can't even see it coming down, but the road's all wet, so it's going to rain. I don't mind. Like I was saying, much earlier, that now that I've come to this point in my life and I've accomplished a lot of things I've been trying to do for 25 years now, and getting to this point, I almost don't care what goes on. It's almost funny, right? Yeah. But yeah, I'm just counting down the days and that before I get the hell out of here and get off the island and go doing some really cool traveling around stuff for you guys and all that stuff. Wow, Cheryl, that's pretty good. That's it's interesting because that's exactly what they tell you to do. Like in any of the positive thinking courses they have out there of any of them, is one thing they do is tell you to write the stuff down, write it down and read it every day and kind of stuff like that. Some of them tell you to put post-it notes everywhere to, like in the bathroom when you go and look in the mirror and stuff like that, so it reminds you all that sort of stuff. But that's cool. That's good. That's, and if that's what works for you, that's perfect because yeah, we all need the kind of a push and stuff or sorry, a reminder kind of thing now and again. I usually just remind myself now. It's um, yeah, I don't have a big enough place to put notes all over here. Yeah, that's a big sad thing nowadays, Billy. Is the doctors? They're just I don't know. They seem mainly uneducated or something, or they don't care, or I don't know, some other weird agenda. But it's something up with the doctors these days. They're not like when I was growing up and I was a lot younger. They seem to be caring back then and they'd help you out and that. And now it's, I don't know, it's hard to get anything done. Oh, itchy, itchy. Oh, wow, itchy. I don't know why so bad. But yeah, doctors these days just, I don't know, that can be frustrating. I'm just lucky I got my previous doctor set me up with my program and everything like that, and the doctor came along after him now. Basically, has to keep running it until he can prove I don't need it or something. I don't know. Oh, you taking off, Terry? I guess it's later in the evening over where you're at, isn't it? It's yeah. Well, you take care. Thanks again for your wonderful donation contribution. Thank you so much. That's wonderful. And good to see you again. Yeah, you take care. We'll get you next live or in another video. And on top of that, it's on my bucket list. I'd love to go to the UK. Love to go to the UK. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I would so love it. So love it. Oh, that's okay. 2146. I don't know. Is that 9:45 or something, or is that 10:40? I'm not sure. uh, but yeah, most days, many days, I find it hard, Cheryl, and I just try and keep busy. Yeah, and just and push myself. Yeah, kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, yes, I know, Terry. I would love it. I've seen pictures. I've read a lot about it. It's I mean, I could spend a long time explaining it, but there's so many reasons I want to go to the UK, and yeah, and so many places I want to see. I would love it. I would just it is probably my dream kind of thing, or number one on my bucket list. The very first thing I'd love to do if I could do it. Definitely. But never say never, right? Never say never. Things could happen. Things could happen. We'll see. A lot of things have been going a lot better for me lately, so falling into place, I should say, kind of thing. But yeah, you never know. Okay. Oh, there we are. Can't believe how much stuff is here. Crazy. Ooh. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. Sorry about that. It takes me a while to find anything anymore. Yeah, I totally do, Cheryl. I believe they can come into your dreams and that. It's I think I don't know. Dreams are just another extension of your soul and your mind and all that kind of stuff. Um, you know what I mean? They're all connected. I mean, when you die, your body dies and it's gone, and you still continue on. So there has to be some kind of connection. And coming in your dreams is, I mean, there's different types of dreams, and I'd take a while to explain that. But yeah, sometimes you just dream because of wishful thinking or wishful dreaming, and sometimes they come into your dreams literally with a message or something like that. But I believe that. Yep. That's funny you just said that. It's actually funny you just said that. Guess what I found? Let it be. Hey Gary, how's it going? I'm glad you're here with us too. It's awesome. Anyway, this one I really like. I think it's cool. It sounds so neat. Breathe deep the gathering gloom. Watch lights fade from every room. Bedsetter people look back and lament. Another day's useless energy spent. Impassioned lovers wrestle as one. Lonely man cries for love and has none. New mother picks up and suckles her son. Senior citizens wish they were young. Cold-hearted orb that rules the night removes the colors from our sight. Red is gray and yellow white, but we decide which is right and which is an illusion. Itchy, 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 itchy. Ah. Yeah, I might, Billy, too. I might. But the campgrounds all have their showers open now, so it's cool. Now I lost it, didn't I? almost lost it. Yeah. Here we go. Oh, this is wait a minute. Yeah, it's the half hour. It's the half hour. Oh, that poem, Cheryl, that yeah, you could be right, Darlene. They come in your dreams because you're sent by God for comfort. That could be true. That poem, that's from the Moody Blues, from the album Nights in White Satin. I can't remember. It's before or after one of their songs. But yeah, it's cool. I loved that the first time I heard it. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, she is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there will be an answer, let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There will be an answer, let it be. Let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. There will be an answer, let it be. And when the night is cloudy, there is still a light that shines on me. Shine until tomorrow, let it be. I wake up to the sound of music. Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And let it be, let it be, let it be, oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. There you go. Yeah, Gary, you've never heard me sing that one? Oh my God, now you guys are really pushing me. I did all that poetry for you. uh, hey Sandra, how's it going? How are you doing today? We're moving on here a bit. Huh. Gee, I just happen to know it. This might have to be the last one because I am really, really tired and burnt out. And I'm constantly getting the dog's toys. Woot. Okay, one more. I'm hanging in there, Sandra. I'm hanging in there. Okay, just because you asked, Gary. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day, the dark sacred night, And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. There you go. Yeah, I kind of love that song too. I didn't know I could actually pretty much sing it or pull it off until the last year or so or whatever. But I've always liked it for all my life. I mean, I'm pretty young when I heard it. There's the $12 billion question there, Cheryl, isn't it? every time. I'm gonna relax and do very little. Actually, no, I can't. Whoops, excuse me. I have to upload another video onto my YouTube channel to come out on Tuesday. There's one there, but I'm doing a short one and a long one. So I got to upload the long one, and then I've got at least two more videos. I've got to actually build and create and edit and everything like that. And I got to get at least one of those up for the following Friday, and another one after that kind of thing. So I want to get on top of those and get them out of the way, so I can, once I get them up and out of the way and they're on my head there, I can actually take more time off. So that's hopefully what I'm going to do today. I'm going to upload that one right after this, and then I'm going to probably move out of this place. I don't like sitting uptown like this all the time, but I guess it doesn't matter. Use the Wi-Fi, but I definitely got to get on top of doing those other videos and get them out so they're up and out of the way, and I can focus on the things I'm gonna do next. My phone camera thing keeps twisting and turning. What you doing, baby? Why is your chicken on the floor? Why did the chicken fall on the floor? Because baby threw it there. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You're just a crazy monkey, aren't you? Yeah. But that's about it, and I've got lots of food to eat for us, and so I'm going to be working on videos probably all afternoon, as well as walking the dogs and all that kind of stuff. Oh, thanks, Sandra. You're talking about the song, I'm sure, right? Yeah. Oh, baby, 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 there. She's really making game of it. But yeah, I'm mostly doing that, editing and building videos and hopefully getting them uploaded, and walking the dogs and trying to relax and do it as little as possible. Hopefully I'll wake up tomorrow and feel better than I have been. But that's about the only plan I've got. I'm hoping tomorrow or Tuesday my package comes in. I've been waiting for stuff I ordered from Amazon. And once I've got those, I really have no reason to stick around here at all. I've got my meds coming up on the 20th, but I can have them relocated to some other place. That's not a problem. So the only thing holding me back right now is money. if I had another few $100 right now in my pocket, I'd get those parcels coming in either tomorrow or the next day or whenever they're going to come in. Grab those parcels, fill up the truck with fuel, and then hit the ferry. That's what I'd be doing. That's exactly what I'd be doing right now. It's pretty much down to the money part of it, really, because I have to juggle it until payday. No, 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 no. Yeah, that's cool, darling. I'm glad you checked into that. But no, no, that actually doesn't mean that he didn't raise from the dead. No, that's he still can. That's a point you can't make in a few minutes here. It's yeah. Yeah, see, the thing is being raised from the dead, you'd be leaving your body anyway, and you'd be raised in a new body. Wow, that's a hard one to explain in a nutshell, man. But you know, but yeah, he still did rise. I mean, from the dead because his body died. They had his um, they had his skeletal remains, so he left his body behind like we all do. But he rose from the dead. Um, um, in front of everybody, like in front of a lot of people for about 40 days. And basically, what he was doing, there's the two terms, resurrection and reincarnation, and they're both like they go hand in hand, kind of in a sense. And that'll take me forever to explain that. That's another whole YouTube channel in itself. But um, basically, what he said to them, he says, um, you kill me, and after 3 days, I will reincarnate in front of you, because that's resurrection and reincarnation are. But you have to. It's hard done because we don't know the science behind it. It's hard to explain to make it understood. But I mean, he was seen by many, many of his disciples and apostles and followers for I think it was up to 40 days afterwards in his new body. Because at first they didn't recognize him, and then after when he changed himself a bit, then they recognized him. So there's something very intricately scientific going on there. But yeah, it doesn't change the part about him resurrecting from the dead, because I mean he was dead. They have physical remains, so the body was dead, but he himself was raised up again. And after the 40 days, then he was taken up by God. It's kind of the same thing with the rapture, and that's what's going to happen. It's the same idea. It says right in the books there that two people will be standing at the milling wheel. One will be taken up and one will not be. They'll be left behind. And it says that in numerous places, and it says so and so two people will be doing this out in the field. One will be taken up, and the same thing, taken up. It's a scientific thing. It's not. It's a wow. It's so much so hard to explain, but yeah, it's very complicated, Darlene. Yeah, you got to read the whole thing and read it in depth. You'll understand a lot more. But I mean, there's the thing when it comes to Jesus and raising from the dead. I mean, like his physical body didn't go with him. Let's say, like he could still leave his body behind because he died, but he resurrects in a spirit. It's not even a spirit form. It's beyond that. It's like I say. It's wow. I'm having trouble with this one. But yeah, it's a stuff like that is very scientific that we don't understand because we don't understand the science behind these things. But it doesn't mean it didn't happen. And I can't wait for my next adventure too, Cheryl. You have no idea. But Cheryl, there's it's all in the New Testament about different things that the beloved disciple was doing with Jesus, and the only person that could be doing these things would be a child, not an adult. So the beloved disciple was a child. That's also in the book, Jesus Family Tomb. It explains a lot of this stuff. Um, and so that meaning, and the things that were going on with the beloved disciple in relation to Jesus was only what his own child would be doing. And that's all covered in the book as well. So it would take me another couple of hours to explain everything to you, because basically have to read the book for you. But a lot of that stuff. Oh yeah, Darlene, we've been lied to from probably the beginning of time. We've been lied to. I mean, about lots and everything. There's so much stuff. And that's why I'm where I'm at right now, is I just kept reading and reading and reading ever since I was a young teenager. I just kept reading and reading and reading and reading and reading. And then when I ran out of reading material, I had to search out to find out who's got more of the answers to what I'm looking for. And then eventually all this, after the late 90s and into the early 2000s, a lot of this information has just been spilling out everywhere. It's all over the place. But a lot of people have, still trying to sift out all the truth out of the, how do I explain this? There's still a lot of misinformation out there, let's put it that way. You got to sift through that too. And the misinformation is pretty much simple. If it doesn't make sense, it's probably misinformation. If it makes sense, then it's probably true information. You almost went and got it yourself, didn't you? Yeah. I think Angel's up there. Angel. Are you asleep, Angel? Or are you just looking out the window, wishfully hoping someone can come along and you bark at? Anyway, yeah, read the stuff. It's easier for me to explain it, and man, there's so much. Wow, so much about the whole story. It's my favorite story not story, but it's my favorite thing of all time, is the story of Jesus and everything around him, and us, and where we came from, and from the beginning up till now. And that's why I've taken books and written dissertations on the book, so I can put it in a nutshell and make it all clear and concise, and as well as make sense. Yeah, Angel's little face is so gorgeous, eh? Two little dark eyes on that white background. And I swear to God, if I trimmed her, she's back here. She's hiding over here now. If I trimmed her ears, she'd look like a little polar bear, wouldn't you? You'd look like a little polar bear if we trimmed your ears. Yes, yeah. She says, Dad, I'm kind of tired. You guys are boring. Well, that's one way of putting it, Darlene. Like, yeah, we won't, it'll all make sense when we get to heaven. Well, we want to know now. I want to know now. So I actually know before I get there what's happening, what's going on. But that's so, back in the day, that's all they could say to you is, you'll know then, kind of thing. But yeah, I did the same thing. I questioned them all the time. It's like, simple questions, and just say, well, you say this time, and what about when you said this before? And that, just I question, and then. But the thing is I read it all myself too. I thought the only way for me to understand the Bible is not ask someone to tell me about it, because a lot of it is they have their own slanted ideas and whatever. Maybe the reflections or whatever. But so I read it myself, the whole thing, just read it, everything, absolutely everything. And that, to me, it confirmed everything I wanted to know, was all that. And then the external reading I've done, like Yeah, one like a dog like Angel would be fantastic, wouldn't it? I mean, there's even books here. I could go on and on about this knowledge, and it all ties together, and and believe me, it all actually even confirms my belief in Jesus even more and more. The more I know, and the more scientific it gets, it confirms my belief in my faith more and more because it just makes sense. It's logical, and my thing is everything has to be scientific because that's what the whole universe is. It's based in science and math and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, here's another one by the same guy. There were giants in the upon the earth. There were giants upon the earth, and this exposes a lot of the giants they're trying to hide from us, like the Smithsonian and all these different places, trying to hide this information. Uh, British British Museum in the UK, they've destroyed a lot of information about giants and their bones and stuff, thrown a lot of the bones in the ocean. Okay, Mama Mia, glad you could stay up and check us, stay with us. Blah, blah. I think my lips aren't working right. Glad you could hang around and with us for as long as you did. That's great. You take care, have a good rest and everything, and we'll see you soon. And stay safe. Ciao for now, Mama Mia. This is another one. This is this confirms a lot of things by the same author too. This guy he dug up all well, he didn't dig them up. The tablets were all dug up, and he deciphered and translated many of the 30,000 plus tablets that are out there. He translated a lot of them. Him and a lot of other scholars, but he was one of the best. Um, but anyway, this is called The Lost Book of Enki. The Lost Book of Enki. Memoirs and Prophecies of an Extraterrestrial God. This is the God who came here and created us as modern human beings. He's the science and medical officer Enki, the brother of Enlil. And, I don't know. It gets more and more interesting in that, but that's exactly a lot of it in a nutshell, bringing you up to speed. That's another interesting thing about that, Darlene, is yes, a lot of the giants were fallen angels, are fallen angels, whatever. They were demigods. They were half god, half Gilgamesh. Famous story. Check it out. Gilgamesh. He was a king in Uruk in the Middle East there. His mother was goddess and his father was human. And so he was a demigod. He was about, I don't know, 12, between 12 to 15 feet tall or something like that. And yeah, there's many of them out there. Many. He's just one of the stories, but he's a well-known story because we have the full story of him in from a couple of sources. So yeah, uh, but the angel thing, that's another one in itself. I don't want to get off on a tangent here, but angels is a really badly misused word itself. That's probably one of the worst ones in the whole books. All of the books is angels because there's a ridiculous conceptual idea that goes with angels, which is a Greco-Roman concept of angels being humanoid beings with wings on their back flying around, and that's an angel, and it's not even close to true because the original word for angel back in the Old Testament is malachim, and that means messenger, or on a higher ranking level, emissary. But messenger, it means messenger of God. It doesn't say angel of God, it says messenger of God. And a messenger can be many things, but not an angel. Like the conceptual. Like you can say an angel, but it's not an angel in the conceptual way that the mythological angel, like the humanoid with the wings on the back. That's not what an angel is. That's not what an angel is. Um, and I can't explain exactly what that is, but it's not. that conceptual idea of angel. But yeah, you can check it out if you want. Malachim, it means messenger of God, or in a professional manner, emissary of God. When there's an important thing going on, Malachim means emissary, which are, do following an important quest or something. We know you're a Greek god, Billy T. You are a Greek god. Yep. Yeah. Anyway, that's just another thing about them. But yeah. Anyway, and the funny thing I find is, okay. Oh man, I don't even know why I got onto this. Whoops. Oh, we lost it for a second there. We lost contact for a second there. But anyway, this is my thing. Okay, when looking this up, it's like, okay, we called these aliens from another planet gods because to us they were gods. They were amazing with all the miraculous stuff they did and everything, and we were just, simple, brand new human beings, right? So we mistakenly call them gods. They weren't gods. They were just aliens from another planet, but they created us in their likeness, in their image. So very similar but different. They were tall, we were shorter. Um, but the thing is the part that a lot of people have a confusion over. What about God, the God, the God? You know, and I found it interesting because reading the Lost Book of Enki, the memoirs of an extraterrestrial God, the guy who came and created us, um, basically in his story about him and their growing up on their planet and their evolution, and it's all in here. Um, he many times mentions the creator of all. So even for them that we mistakenly call them gods because of what they represented to us, because we were just simple human beings, um, they have a god or creator of all above them because he talks about the creator of all, exactly what we would talk about God as with the capital G. Like these aliens are gods with a small g, and God is the God with the capital G kind of thing. Anyway, it's an interesting stuff. I never really like to bring this up because I've scared a lot of people away and they've thought I'm crazy and all this stuff. But it turns out you watch more and more online and on YouTube and all that kind of stuff, History Channel and all that. It's turning out that I'm not as crazy as they all thought I was. Of course, I believe in Adam and Eve. Of course, all of the works in the books is all true stuff. True stuff, Darlene. It's all true. The it's the way we relate the information, kind of thing. You have to relay all the information. There was a couple of Adams. There was the Adamu and there's Adam, and so there was, and there might have been more. If I have to look it up and read it, but there might have been more attempts at an Adam. Adamu just means human being. That's all it means. Adam just means human, um, kind of thing. Anyway, I'll put those back later. Don't want to interrupt in putting the books back. Wow, we're on 2 hours already. Holy cow! Wow. But yeah, I believe everything in the books because I've read them all, and if you look at it in a very historical and scientific manner in every way, shape, or form, it's all true. It's just how we relate the information. And like I say, angel is a perfect example of that. It's been related for thousands of years by this Greco-Roman concept of what an angel is when the word doesn't even mean angel at all. So, but I'm not saying that there's not angels. That's not what I'm saying, because there are angels, just not that sort of mythological concept of them. It's a much different thing. But in saying that, yeah, what they refer as the fallen angels, and I think that's another misrepresented representation of the word Anunnaki, those who came down who were thrown down to earth, those who were thrown down to earth. Anunnaki became fallen angels, fallen Anunnaki, fallen angels, something like that. But yeah, they were gods, or they were aliens from this planet. They're all like part of the whole that alien race of people, and some of them were tossed down to earth, and that's how we got created. Now you're getting a little out there, Billy. I'm the god. I'm your god of YouTube. Oh, that's funny. No, but I mean, basically, the reason I know that's because I went out of my way to study and learn it. Like I didn't necessarily take the teachings of some people, teachers and stuff in school, to fill me in and everything, because that would never happen. Yeah, it turns some people off, but I mean, the thing is if it turns some people off, Darlene, it doesn't matter in the end, I guess, sort of, kind of, because the only ones that are important are the ones that actually want to know the truth and can believe and can actually open their mind, I guess, to accept what's real and get rid of what's not real. It's the same as when I used to go to church way, way, way back, but when I came up with my ideas and that, and I could show them in the Bible where it says this and that and the other thing, um, they thought I was a quack and a crazy, and they just ostracized me from the church. So I ultimately stopped going to any kind of churches, because I guess in a way I was pointing out that they didn't see the truth in what it says in the books, and they don't want to. But yeah, I can. But the more, let's say, open-minded and aware and that sort of stuff that someone is, the more they'll accept and absorb the truth and see it for what it is. That it's undeniable, generally scientific truth. Yeah, and I wish I could have started in a secondary channel all about this stuff on the side. It's what I wanted to do back in the beginning when I started this one. I thought I could do a second one for that kind of stuff, but wow, I have a hard time getting through my life and doing one channel and stuff like that. It's tricky, but you never know. I might be able to get down to it. We'll see. But anyway, I think we've come a long way today. There's funny, a few people didn't show up here. I think Carl's missing, Lori, Christina. Oh, I'm trying to think. Number of people that didn't make it today. Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh well. It is what it is, right, gang? Yeah. So, oh, as soon as I said so, she popped her head up. Looked like she was flaked out there, and the other one's up there. Angel has her eyes closed. Angel, your eyes are closed, Angel. Oh, baby's growling. She says, "Dad, I want my toy. Get it off the floor." See how she talks to me? And she does. She talks to me a lot. Both of them do now. Yeah, yeah. Right over, throws it on the floor. Just throws it on the floor. Oh my God. First of all, I might have a nap before I do anything else, Cheryl, just in case. You might want to know. I'm feeling like I should have a nap or could use a nap or whatever, but I don't want to get behind in my stuff. So I don't know. I'm going to sit here and work on stuff and see what happens. All right, Darlene, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for all the great questions and comments and and picking my brain and all that kind of stuff and getting into deep subjects. Thank you so much. Anyway, yeah, I think it's kind of time, everybody. A few people have left and that probably got chores to do or whatever. I'm thinking I'm a bit worn out and got to get on top of some stuff. And the sooner I do, the sooner I can get on top of this adventure coming up and make you guys entertain you guys more with new stuff coming up. That's my focus right now, is entertaining you guys, getting some better things going on and moving about. So anyway, yeah, it's raining here now. Hopefully it's still sunny and nice wherever you are, but it's raining here now. I don't mind, I don't care. Oh, that's not coming up yet. You'll see that in another video. Anyway, my potatoes, I got potatoes on the front of my deck. They'll get some water from this rain. You can't wait to watch that, can you? My potatoes. I'm growing potatoes on my deck. Yeah, there you go. Okay, everybody, it's been a slice. I've had a great time. Man, all that heavy talking about the heavy subjects has really drained me, drained my brain. So you guys all take care, and we'll see you on the next live, whenever that's going to be. And just keep hanging in there and checking out the videos. And either way, we'll have videos coming out for you some way or another. So take care, stay safe, and stay warm. And let's hope for a beautiful, beautiful spring and summer. All right. Much love to all of you guys out there. Ciao for now.